What if I told you that investing is actually really slow and boring, and that the ones who make the most actually don't have to do very much? What if I told you that becoming a successful investor is not so much based on looking at bid prices, looking at ask prices, but looking more at the underlying product, looking at the underlying service, and seeing what kind of contribution to society is the investment I am making doing for the greater good of the world? What if I told you that not having Nano Dimension, not having Sensonics, not having Tesla, not having Bitcoin is actually a much greater risk than having them and dealing with the volatility? These are the things you have to consider when investing for the long term and actually investing for the long term. Step away from all the gurus on YouTube, step away from all the short-term gains. Get rich quick schemes are short-term, but real wealth building will last you for the long term. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is John, and this is John Paul Investing. If you're new, thank you for tuning in. We have a few things that we're going to cover today that I think are going to be valuable lessons to even experienced investors, and this is something you don't want to miss. Don't even worry about liking the video. Don't even worry about subscribing. Just keep watching, and I will share with you all the things you want to know. I want to bring up the effect that looking at other analysts besides your own analysis can do to your investing strategy. This person thinks Tesla is a $150 stock. If you look at a stock based on where they are today and not where they are going, then one could possibly say this is true. But if you are able to look into the future and become more of a visionary and understand where exactly the world is going, we'll understand that technology is going to be the future. In that regard, technology always has been the future. We had, the Industrial Revolution, we had the internet boom in the late 90s, and now we are having the digital and data boom of the 2020s and beyond. And Tesla is at the forefront of capitalizing on this. So if they say the stock is worth $150, does that mean it's actually worth $150? Maybe to that analyst it is. But to you as an investor, if you think this company has a long runway to go, if there's only so many Tesla shares, why am I going to wait to buy it whenever I could buy it right now and secure that I own that piece that I can claim ownership to whenever it's worth a lot more in the future? I'm particularly not in the business of timing the market, so I think it's very important that you guys learn about actually looking at the value of the company and not so much the price. Wealthy people are accumulating these assets, and it is going to become more and more difficult to get them as time progresses. Whenever people have price targets, you have to understand that these are their price targets and not yours. That's why I say it's very important to do your own due diligence and look at the stocks that you actually are investing in. So let's say I come up to you and ask you something about one of your investments. You should be able to answer me on the spot about something that I might throw at you regarding the business you're invested in. I personally think that if you are invested in that company, it's because you believe in that product or service. You should be able to answer that person with confidence why you think that your investment is a valuable asset to own. Now, this is a somewhat different video than I'm used to making. I usually pertain to one stock, but I wanted to blanket more of the general scope of investing, especially for newer investors and even experienced investors who like to enter and exit the markets intraday. It is true that, each person has their own situation, but I think that in the greater scope of things in long term, all of us have to retire one day. And when it comes to that moment, you want to look at yourself and say, what do I own? You want to be able to look at what you have amassed and say, this is what I have worked towards, this is what I have now, and I value what I own at this point in my life. Let me know in the comments what your thesis around investing is and whether you think long-term investing is the way to go. But anyways, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked watching this video, make sure you hit that like button. And while you're down there, go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button. It is a great way to show your support for the channel, and it's 100% free. Also, do not forget to claim your 2 free stocks using the WeBull link in the description. All you have to do is open an account with them and deposit $100, and you will get 2 free stocks, which you can then sell and do whatever you want with that money. That is all for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.